Would you do crack for $10 million?
No.
Well,
What?
I'm gonna be a crackhead.
What?
No.
Oh. Doing crack one time does not make you a crackhead.
at all.
I would be a crackhead.
Being
That
a
does make you a
habitual user
crackhead.
makes
I
you a
did.
crackhead.
I did
That's
crack.
it.
You ain't gotta tell no
Crack is addictive. Okay.
Anything is addictive.
Bro,
if
your
you
people
like.
gonna get past that when you tell them, but daddy, I did it because they gave me $10 million.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mikkel, and I'm back with another video. And as you can see, I have two unfamiliar faces with me today. And we're gonna start to my right because I'm gonna give you a minute to get yourself together.
I don't need them in, I'm good.
So I'm gonna introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Davion. What? I'm 26.
I didn't know.
Oh, how am I supposed to do it?
Just introduce yourself. Or you
I
can.
did.
Okay, do
I
that.
said Davion.
Okay, I was gonna ask you a question, but go.
So we start over again?
Okay,
No, I
we
can
start
edit
up. It's like a burp coming.
Damn.
Ask the question.
No, finish telling us. You 26 or what else?
26. I'm left-handed, and I'm a cancer.
Okay. So, what do you like to do?
Work out, make money, and chill. I ain't. Yeah.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
I'm Solomon, solo. I'm single. Got my own everything, as they say. I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
That's my three things.
What do you like to do?
Not to be piggybacking off of Davion, but I like to work out as well. Big sports fan. I hate to admit it currently, but I'm a Lakers fan. And, you know,
Okay.
I like to work and make money. And do podcasts now.
I'm happy I can welcome you to the other side.
We're podcasters now.
Yeah. Horrible.
They was nice.
No, they're not. They horrible.
That's a good shade of purple though. When
Thank
you
you.
got them
That's
done,
purple.
you had the right
It's
shit
like a
in mind.
It's a nude.
They
purple.
do look busted now.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it off. It's shellac. It don't come off. I just gotta get them done.
Ain't no wonder nobody ain't asked you out yet.
People ask me out all the time. I am a catch, okay? Which gets us into this our topic for today.
No doubt.
I don't know how that happened, but anyway. So basically, we've been talking a lot about like what do people bring to the table in like a relationship, or even like when you first started dating, like what purpose would you bring to like if we were to come together, I guess. Like what are some things that you would look for, and like traits in another person, and how it would benefit you? Because at the end of the day, you know, we get in a relationship based off of, like the benefits we can get from another person too. So, like, what can you get from it?
Honestly, I look for everything.
Okay, what does that mean? Like,
I don't know. I'm an observer
okay.
person, so I look at everything.
Okay, you
I
definitely
like
said
your
that before.
movements, your habits, the way you carry yourself, how you treat others, how others treat you, how you come off of
You looking for that at the talking stage?
Bro, if you in my circle, if I'm talking to you, or you potential candidate, I'm talking to you,
Alright.
That's understandable.
observe everything.
You gotta observe everything because you gotta see red
Everything.
flags. You gotta be able to peep what
I
you
mean,
don't.
but the talking stage, I feel like is the in between.
Oh yeah, but talking stage.
Once you start taking the shorty out consistently,
too
that's the
far.
dating stage.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I definitely. I said to
So
get to
the
know you,
talking
and then the
stage
talking
is when
stage,
I
and
get
then
your
dating.
number at the club.
Yeah, I'm going too far.
Yeah, the talking is when I get your
How do
number
they
at
get
the
past
club.
How do they get past the talking stage?
Yeah.
The past talk.
Like what benefits
How
do
do
you
I
see
get
from that other
past me
person?
just only wanting to talk
Like,
to you at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, like what benefits do I get for you to make me not want to just be in a talking phase, but you actually want to pursue you more? Like what are like?
Oh shit! I went
Yeah.
too far. Yeah, that. Ooh.
Yeah, you definitely went too far.
Talking stage.
Cause think about it, you barely care.
Being
You
interested
barely,
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
phone, being
Yeah.
interested over FaceTime.
don't know, you gotta be different.
Because that's what that is
You
for
gotta-
real.
but what's being different? Like
I
what are you
don't know.
looking for?
I just like people to be.
Make me laugh
They
on the
self.
real. Make
Yeah,
me
yeah.
Okay.
laugh.
I like
Because I'm big on my
originality.
sense of humor and I say shit and I stuff. So if you, like, honestly, if a shorty can make me laugh and shit, like, I think the shorty cool. Like, whether I think you cute or not, I'm going to think you dope just because She funny as hell.
So what
for
you,
real.
Yeah.
wait, pause. You said cute or not?
Like, just as far as, like, you can have friends that's females and shit, but you being a cool person and shit is just off your sense of humor and shit, you know?
So, if she's like a 6, but she funny as hell, you fuck with that?
I wasn't talking about as far as me dating her. I'm just saying as far
Yeah,
as how I
talking to
feel about you as a person. Could you be a person?
Like,
We're
okay,
at the
no.
talking stage. We're at the talking stage.
What gets you past? But I get what he's saying though. He's saying like,
I was
you know,
Yeah, I was just saying a woman in general.
You're
A woman
talking,
in general.
You're
that
still
got-
talking to him. So
Yeah.
like how interesting are you? Like you have to
Yeah.
have like you gotta be funny. Like
Yeah.
that's like one thing I'm looking for. I
You
say
gotta be funny.
I would say for the most part you have to be able to keep up a conversation. Like
Yeah.
if we're talking or like even if like we're not talking or speaking to each other, if I go out to in a public setting with you, I don't want it to be awkward silence. Like I feel like that's
boring.
I ain't
yeah.
gonna-
Like
I ain't
it's
gonna
like
lie.
I feel like you have.
Oh, good.
Either you got something to hide or you just don't have a life. It's one of the two though. And I'm just like, both are red flags.
I honestly
Okay.
find myself nowadays, because we steady maturing and our minds is maturing, I find myself liking videos of shorties that's talking and they being more with their sense of humor and they cracking jokes and shit, and I want to see shorties shaking ass and shit.
And that is
The
understandable.
videos on TikTok, like, it's shorties out here that's funny as hell, just like dudes. Like,
This
that's
is where- this is
and they
one girl-
natural element had you pissing. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
just say dumb shit.
I just like people being honest.
What's
in
that
this-
What's that one rapper? Doja Cat and shit like
Doja
that.
Cat. She's
She
funny.
she a person that her sense of humor, she
Yeah.
different. Like, not everything she do I think is funny,
Oh,
but
shit
But
about
she
She
has,
got a
she has
different-
personality. Like,
she has a personality.
And that's why I like her and I
she
respect her.
got
But she has a
personality.
personality.
She
like,
not afraid to go on the internet and
just
just
do
seen her
whatever.
on-
do the weird
Do
shit. 'Cause
whatever,
that's what the
yeah.
fuck she be doing.
I never seen her.
You've seen her.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
real.
seen her, but
That's
I
real.
never seen her personality. What y'all talking about? I
Oh.
seen her on the. Y'all seen Dave?
Yeah, I
Dave
done
show?
seen her just
The
on
Dave
there
show
on live,
FX.
just
I
like
seen her
dressed
on there
up
a little
with
bit.
glasses on, a scarf type shit, just talking, like acting like she a British chick type shit. Like she just,
Oh shit.
she's
Yeah,
just
she-
different. She got a sense of humor. She
She got a personality.
for
Yeah.
real.
So yeah. I agree with you.
She
That's
got
what I'm saying.
spunk.
Saying like you just gotta have a personality. Like
No cap. I agree with
And even if that's not necessarily, you ain't gotta be funny. Personality ain't necessarily.
You don't always
You
gotta
gotta
be
be funny and stuff. But
you don't gotta
just,
be a comedian.
you know, yeah, you don't have to be that, but you
Gotta
know,
have a sense of humor though.
yeah, just keep my attention and shit. And you know, the looks. Obviously, the looks is what probably drew me in. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
the conversation, allowing us to be able to actually conversate and shit like that, whatever it's about.
So at the end of the day, people are in a relationship. They also have like they see different benefits they can get from a person. Like how guys want women to know how to cook, or like how women want guys to know how to know something about cars and stuff like that. Or like even like some people like, okay, money. I want somebody with money. I want somebody without money. Or I want you to actually care about my well-being. Like, be actually consistent, Like, all those type of traits. Like, what type of traits?
I definitely want to shorty the same thing I want in the talking stage. I'm going to be looking for that now that I'm taking that phone conversation and I'm applying
Yeah,
it
it's like,
to
what
my
are these traits
time.
are you looking for that
So,
you think
I'm
would
looking
benefit you
for-
in a relationship? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, at this
The
point,
traits that I think a shorty should
y'all
have
in the
that
dating
could benefit
stage
me.
now. So,
A shorty definitely with the sense of humor. Definitely a shorty that, is, determined and driven. Cause I feel like I'm at a stage right now in my life where I'm just on go mode as far as trying to get bread and just trying to prepare for that next stage. So I need a shorty that, like, I'm not one of them dudes where I want a stay at home wife.
I got you.
I want a shorty that's got her a career or she got some shit she trying to get popping. So I'm trying to, somebody to be determined, because I'm very self-driven. Like I'm not a person that
so like when you talk to
encouragement.
somebody, you looking like you ask them about their goals and ambitions and stuff like that. You looking into that, so like that's what you're paying attention to. Like, do
I'm
they
finding
have,
all
like, a
that out
drive
while
and
we
stuff?
dating and stuff, going out to dinner and stuff. That's the conversation we talking about. What you do?
Exactly. That's why I said I can't go on a date with somebody who don't want to talk. So my thing
so
is
you
like,
work at Culver's.
like I
That
said,
shit'd be boring.
either you hiding something or you don't have a life. And either, like I said, both is just like a no. Like you hiding something, you probably crazy or something like that. I don't even know, because you probably low key a killer. And
Well, I feel like I'm a good judge of character and shit, so I feel like I can see through bullshit. Like, if a shorty giving me the typical, answers and stuff like that you normally get, and they really beating around
All
the
the
bush, and they
time.
not really you
You'll
know,
peep that
opening
shit.
up and stuff like
You'll
that,
peep
you
it.
can kind of peep that. Like, you can peep, like, what somebody at dinner for.
Yeah.
If they there
Okay.
just for the meal, they ain't really talking about
How do
shit.
you
and they
peep
just,
that? Oh, they just not
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah,
They
they ain't
just not
talking. They
talking.
not telling
Okay, but
you
what
about
if they?
shit.
But what if they talking to you and everything? But they just there just for dinner.
I get shorties that you gonna be looking at me like in my face, like we gonna be talking and shit, like we gonna be talking,
You
like we gonna be
see
back and forth and shit.
It's like a vibe. You will see the
Yeah.
whole thing. Okay.
Understandable. I'm not gonna
If you
hold you.
feeling me, then you feeling me.
I
and
ain't gonna hold
you
you.
really
Only reason why I
gonna
say that is because okay, I once like talked to this guy because we definitely did not make it to like the dating stage, but I definitely talked to this guy and like me and him was talking for a while and like through text message he seemed normal. Like we were having full text message conversations. But every time we got in public, it's like he didn't know how to keep up a conversation. And I was like, and the only reason why like I really just like stuck around him more so is because at the end of the day, I didn't want to tell him nothing about me anyway. But I'm just like, at the same time, it's like, also no, like, for one, he was a drug dealer. And like I peeped out the red flags. So I'm like, all right, I knew he was. But like, I was like, how deep in is he? Because this man was literally like taking his trips in a day. And I'm just like,
I mean, maybe it's a confidence thing. Like, he don't really know how to. Maybe he a person that's uncomfortable in public.
exactly.
Like,
But my thing is, we were in
Yeah,
public
yeah.
and we were like in private, and like he just never really said too much about himself.
But
oh,
you
like
know,
period.
Like period.
But
Oh.
he,
Yeah, like period.
I mean,
he
he
a
could.
drug dealer though.
Exactly.
They don't talk about shit like that. Like, I'm being
And
real.
you gotta get in good
You gotta
to
get
learn
in good,
info.
yeah.
So how do you get in good to that? You know, that's
You
what I'm
just
just
gotta-
like.
Become
Just
his
be-
girlfriend.
How do you become somebody's girlfriend if they just you don't know nothing about them? Like, why would I want to be in a relationship with
You
somebody I
gotta
don't know
take
nothing
what
about?
he is
gotta-
giving.
yeah.
I mean,
He
and
had to give
and-
something to get to the dinner.
He
You gotta be
definitely,
patient.
okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Like, he came off, like, when I first met him, he came off as a sweetheart. Like, literally. Okay, so I met him when I was working at Meijer. Beginning of shutdown. Well, right before shutdown.
He was a drug dealer and working at Meijer.
No, he wasn't working at Meijer. I was working at
Oh,
Meijer.
oh.
I met him at Meijer.
Okay, oh, you met him at Mars. Okay.
Yes. So, listen to the story.
Okay.
I met him at Meijer. And, like, literally, this is, like, my, like, whole thing. Like, I try to shoot my shot in a sense. But I did it from my girl standpoint. Basically, I was scoping him because I seen he was in the electronics department. Y'all working in the electronics department.
Okay.
And I was scoping him or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I see he need help with something. He was kind of cute. So I'm about to go, you know, see if he need help with something. He
Yeah.
looked confused. Go over there, help him or whatever. And then I'm like, luckily I knew what he needed. He needed like the little adapter piece for like the PlayStation, like to plug it into the wall.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I said we got a bunch of those. He's like, I don't see none. So I walked him over there to him or whatever. He just like, thank you so much. He like, can I give you a hug? I'm just like,
What?
but you know, like, and honestly, like, me back then, I was just kind of shy. So I'm thinking, like, okay, I like that. Like, he's straightforward. I like that. And I'm shy. So
So when you gave the hug?
I gave him the hug. And then he was just like, so, and then he was just like, you wanna, he's like, what's your number? He's like, I just want to take you out or something like that. Like, he was like real straightforward. I like that. Like, this is like something from the beginning.
All off of what
All
you
off
did?
of help. Yes,
All just to
exactly.
help?
But listen, so hear me out.
This,
So.
okay. That's different. I'm gonna be honest.
It
with you, that's
is,
different.
but I liked it because like, it was straightforward. So like literally, I gave him my number or whatever. I peeped he had two phones. One was like obviously the drug phone, you know, the money phone. So he gave me his number or whatever, and then we were talking for like a good like 48 hours straight. And I peeped stuff in the conversation and just like, okay, yeah, he a drug dealer. I confirmed it. But then we were supposed to go on a date like 2 days later, right? 2 days later, like he was.
48 hours.
Listen, this is really what I peeped it. We were supposed to go out to eat or whatever else. And earlier that day, he told me he was in Ohio. So I'm just like, do you want to reschedule the date or something? You know, like we don't have to go out today.
You in Ohio. That
Like-
same day. Earlier today.
Yes. So he's like, I'm in Ohio. I was like, you want to reschedule a date? I'm like, he like, no, like we don't gotta reschedule
Oh, baby,
it.
this is a turnaround.
It's quick, baby. We're gonna be in and out.
You hear me?
Hey, this is a 3 hour trip.
Well, listen, that's why I picked it though. That's why I was like, okay, he's definitely a drug dealer. But literally, he had just literally got back from Ohio, came from straight from Ohio to the restaurant we was at. Like,
he
So like in my head, you would think like for the date, you know, so I would get some type of conversation.
Was he on time?
He was on time. He was on time.
Yeah. This nigga said, I told you what you worried about.
He on time.
That nigga said, I see you.
Hey, you gotta give points for that. That nigga on time.
Came and found me. Walked me from my car, everything.
Oh,
It
wow.
found
On
you.
time. I honestly, I wanted to walk to his car because I wanted to take pictures of the license plate. I'm like, I know you're a drug dealer.
He found you. Listen,
But
that's different.
yes.
Man.
So with that being said, like you would think the date would be like kind of interested, having a conversation with each other.
Yeah.
It was almost. I was honestly. I was being the one trying to make the conversation, and like I said, I was awkward at the time. Like I didn't know how to really talk to like new people. So like, cause I was like freshly single. Like I was used to my boyfriend. So I'm just like, yes. I'm like,
So freshly single to a dope boy. What?
2020. My life was just like I was doing anything. But yeah. So anyway. I was trying to like make the conversations and everything. Like the first day, everybody was like, you know, give him a pass and everything because you know he probably could have just been uncomfortable too. And I said, okay, you know, we were talking in our conversation, like in our text messages.
Yeah.
The next time we went somewhere, we kind of had a little conversation, but like we had like nothing in common, so then it got quiet again. And so I was like, okay, still nothing. And then after that, that's when shutdown happened. So like, I'm like, okay, maybe if we were like not in a public setting and like we're together. Like we were.
What about y'all text all the time?
We were still texting.
But
But I didn't-
What was y'all talking about?
Yeah, in the Texas.
I don't remember because it was text messages.
How you don't remember?
We was talking about going out of town and stuff like that. Like I was like, I'm going to me and my friends trying to go to Jamaica once, you know, in September stuff like that. He's like, oh cool, I want to come too and everything. You know, we like literally having conversations in the text message.
Yeah.
Like so, I knew stuff about him, but I'm just like at the same time, every time we were together in person. He did not have a conversation with me. Like, it was
like, y'all
awkward.
couldn't even bring up conversations in the text message that y'all was having?
I mean, but how many encounters did you have in person with him? Like, if you just had to estimate off the top of your head, how many in-person encounters did you have?
10. Like, I'm not gonna say 10 exactly, but it was up there. Before I was kind of like, this
most
not
of
working.
them were just like out to eat type shit, or was it like one-on-one out like at the
two-
crib? Or?
Okay, so like 2 of them was out to eat because it was like I said, right before shutdown had happened. No, when first shutdown wasn't that serious, so we like kind of did like a date at Benihana's in the car because Benihana's was closed.
Yeah.
And the first time we went to Black Rock, that's when everything was still kind of open. So you know, we went out to Black Rock and we ate inside.
And then took you to Black Rock.
I took him to Benihana's. Yeah, don't.
That
yeah.
ain't the same.
First of all, I don't even care for Black Rock.
I'm just being real.
We went there because he liked it. It's steak on the rock. I don't even eat steak. So think about it. I just went there and I got shrimp and I was like,
I'm just saying, people say Benihana's, but you can go to Benihana's for $25.
you can, but
That shit is so overrated.
you can go
I'm
to
just being
Benihana's.
real.
You can go to Black Rock for $25.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not
Yeah,
that
but
pricey.
I'm
They
not
on the
gonna
same
really
level.
eat.
They on the same level. Either
I
way
don't
go.
eat neither
Either
way.
way it go. Either way it go. Either way it go.
Black Rock got good drinks though.
I don't know. I don't care for them. I only been twice
They got
though.
good drinks.
But yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to like get my point across. Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
like yeah, we've had multiple encounters. It wasn't just like I just met him one time in public and gave him like just judged him. It was like we had multiple times to, and then he went to jail. So there was also that. So that's like a long time.
I mean, I'm not trying to be on my man's side, but it just seemed like he.
Why? How?
Okay, so I don't feel like the 10 encounters is enough encounters. If I be real, and I can explain.
But we're talking a lot through text message. Like, and we talk on the phone too.
Okay, but that's still different than in person. Like, I mean, not everybody is just 100%, I'm going to give you everything you want to know, at one time.
You don't gotta give me everything I want to know at one time. My thing is, why can't you hold a conversation? That's what I'm asking. Why can't we hold a conversation?
Because maybe he's trying to make sure you're not a federale. like,
how will you know that we don't have a conversation?
I mean, he peeping your energy. It's only been 10 encounters. I mean,
I feel like it's all weird with dude because how y'all met.
Drug dealers can find love.
No. But listen.
He's just trying to find that right one.
It's weird to me how y'all met. This nigga hugging you the first time he
that
met
lets you know already is real. So give him a chance
But
on
then
that alone.
anytime y'all meet each other in person, is dry as fuck.
The whole.
That's weird.
If y'all was in a
That
relationship,
is. That's what I said. I
That's
thought he would be
weird.
like the straightforward one.
If y'all was in
Yeah.
a relationship or not, the whole time, like throughout the whole relationship, no matter what he do wrong, you should always, the first thing you should think, that nigga walked up to me and hugged me. That nigga, like, he that's how he introduced, you should at least give him that.
Yeah.
So he put
Always
himself on the spot
give
one
him that.
time.
But
After that, I
always
had to
give
get
him
myself
that.
out of-
But that's why I feel like
Because you wouldn't have never had any
I feel like
of
that's
whatever
kind of why you
came.
gave him a chance because you feel like he had that in him.
Exactly, and that's what I knew because
I
he
see
had it.
where
I
you're
thought he
coming
could have it in him. So that's why I said I
Because-
remember 10 encounters. Think about it.
Because that's different, bro.
After a while,
Niggas
it's
ain't
that
walking
get kind of
with
weird.
the
Like,
other
okay,
nigga.
I don't even want to be in person with you. Yeah, like this
I
is.
feel like you gave it the best you could.
I definitely.
That's
for
relatively
somebody,
new still.
Think
by the
about
way.
it. That's what I said. Think about it. We weren't in the talking stage. That's why I said we didn't make it that far
and the
because.
whole thing is crazy. It was just sound like talking stage, and it's weird.
Yeah, that's what I said. So I was like, at the end of the day, it's like I don't even know you. Like you're a mystery.
I just feel like I can kind of sympathize with dog.
Oh my
feel
god!
like-
I thought you just talking shit. You're just trying to be devil's advocate.
I'm not.
I feel like that's what you're really trying to
I'm
be.
not.
Because
Okay, I'm be real.
think about, would
with
you want a
I'm
female to be like that? If
That's
you
why
took
you
her
gotta
out,
look
you
at it
spent
like
to
that.
her, you was with somebody.
I'm gonna
that
just be
long,
blunt.
and
I'm gonna be blunt. I'm Team Dingaling. That's first of all. That's first over everything.
That's it, okay.
That's first over everything. I'm Team Dingaling. That's first of all. That's not to say that I can't call the nigga out when he wrong, but at the same time, I'm just saying I'ma always at least try to give Team D the benefit of the doubt.
benefit of the
I'm gonna
doubt
try to see
at
it from a
first.
standpoint first before I just immediately bash dog.
Yeah.
He a drug dealer to start. So he gonna be suspicious off
I
of
know
any
that.
encounter he
I know
meet with a
that,
person
okay.
that's new.
And
I know that. That's the thing. That's why I said I wasn't asking
me
anything about his personal life. I never asked.
So
anything
what's
about-
something that he would give you a hard time about answering?
Not give me a hard time about answering it. Just that he would be dry with it, and then the conversation would just die.
About
Like, what would
like
you
just
ask
regular
him?
convo?
I don't remember. This is like in 2000. Okay, let me think.
We're going.
I don't even know him.
But he did. Like,
But I didn't even have to know him, but I knew he was trying.
he was trying.
He was trying.
He hugs you.
He tried.
Okay,
I
and
knew
I
it was real.
definitely.
He hugged you from the jump. I said, "Hold on, that's some different shit."
He just was
Y'all
trying.
never hugged nobody from the jump?
Fuck no.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know. He
That's why I said that's
have I
different.
like going up and
That's
talk to
different.
somebody? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's light work. But
Yeah, that's nothing.
touching and
I mean, but he asked
But
to hug me.
touching, period.
He
Honestly.
asked me to hug. Like he asked to hug me.
That's why I said
That's
that shit
different.
different.
That's different.
Oh, well.
That's different.
I just think getting your number would be enough. I don't have
That's
to
it.
hug
I
you
ain't
right
gotta
now.
hug you.
I can
And
get to
then-
all that later.
And then get your number, ask you to take you out and all that
But
shit.
that shit
like
worked
that.
for dog.
Hey,
He was really
that shit
happy I
wrong.
got him the adapter, I guess.
that shit-
What are some traits that you have that you think will like help build a relationship or like
traits that I have
that you
will
think
help build a relationship.
like what do you think you will be able to bring to the table in a relationship?
I feel like I'm encouraging.
Okay.
I feel like I'm like even just as far as my peoples, like my boys,
Right.
anything. If
Yeah.
I know you got some shit going on, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna support.
I'm
gonna
support. Definitely,
you know,
very considerate.
be there.
Definitely be
I'm not big on
considerate.
social media that much, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tell you I'm gonna be sitting there posting every day. But
Hell no.
you can best believe I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
I see
support.
that shit. That shit a problem these days, though.
But
If you don't support them on social media, I see that shit is dead.
yeah, I mean that's what everyone's on obviously now social media. Think about it. I have a whole YouTube channel down for people to watch.
But definitely encouraging. I feel like I'm loyal.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely feel like I'm and I'm loving. Like I'm that nigga that, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't like feet, but if my shorty got nice feet and shit like that, I give you that feet rub
What's
every
wrong
night
with
and
feet,
shit
bro?
like that.
What's
I
wrong
don't
with
like feet.
I ain't gonna hold you up. I don't like feet either. I think they're
like
weird.
feet.
I like feet.
But I mean, I can deal with it though.
But
Like,
my last
I would give
relationship, I was rubbing her feet.
I'm gonna
and
say
shit.
I'll give
Yeah.
my boyfriend a foot rub. I
I'm
definitely
rub them
would.
bitches
Yeah.
all the time.
You know.
I ain't gonna cap, but if you got ugly feet, it's gonna be a problem.
And I'm become a better listener, so
I'm
I'm
not
trying to
saying.
work on listening and shit. So I can, just be that listening ear.
Yeah.
Just, let you get out what you need to get out, and
I feel like
Be
I
quiet.
motivate you, keep you, I teach you wisdom. I feel like we should learn from one another, keep them head driven, keep them right, keep them on track, you feel me?
Okay.
I'm always straight, honest, and forward, never lie to you. Always keep it a buck with you. Cause
that's a good one for sure.
yeah,
Honest.
keep it a buck with you. Always keep it honest with you.
Be honest.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll say that too.
But I feel like
I'm
that's a
very
negative
straightforward.
as well.
No, honestly,
No,
I say
it's
this for the
not.
most part.
People say they want honesty until they don't want
I
honesty.
want honesty.
Everybody can't handle honesty.
Everybody can't handle it though.
That is
Everybody
true.
can't handle truth. But
I
I'm gonna tell you like this.
I need honesty.
I'm gonna tell you like
but I
this.
need
Like, I need
I
it.
tell all
I
my
promise
friends
you,
from
I
the jump.
need
I was
it.
like,
Okay.
I'm brutally honest. Like even like some of my
For
friends
sure.
be like, they be like, you did not have to say that like that. And I was like, oh my bad. I mean, I didn't mean for it to
Yeah.
come off like that, but I'm just saying like.
Like the
What's
type
the
of
fact?
nigga I am,
You know?
for real. You not being
Oh,
honest,
man.
you not being 100% with me. You being 94% with me.
So
It's gonna hurt me more than you know.
And
just
like in a relationship,
telling me what's
I
gonna hurt.
definitely, I tell like in a relationship, I definitely like even if like a friendship, any type of close friend, close bond I have with somebody, I'm always like 100% with them. Like literally,
Yeah. Like if you in my circle, I'm gonna be a buck with you. I'm gonna always keep it a buck with you.
yeah, like
Always.
I feel like
Like you gotta be a female that you strong enough to, you know, like, cause I feel like I have moments where I might get down on myself for like a period of time, like for days on end or like a week on end and shit. Like if you see me coming to the crib day in and day out, like not in my right headspace, down, you know, not really trying to do, you know, not being myself. I'm naturally a person that, you know, I crack jokes at 7 o'clock in the morning and shit. Like, if I'm not doing that shit, you know,
something
you
wrong.
see,
Yeah, I
if
mean,
I'm
so you want them to be able to like know, like
you
know
can see that, yeah, you know,
and that's
me, you
understandable.
see.
You should want to be in a relationship with somebody that knows you, so then you can.
But you got shorties that's like they just, you know, you gotta care though. That's a caring thing. That's about caring that I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that's understandable. Like literally, I'm like, okay, so like me, like I went through like the whole mental health phase thing where it's like it's how important it is and everything. So like I understand. Like literally, it was to the point where literally I always just checked in on my friends. Like even if like I wasn't talking to them, because at one point I literally was not talking to nobody. I would come home, just be to myself, not talk to nobody, and I like was like literally like, oh, I need to check in on a friend. So I literally just checked in on a friend today, and I was like, hey, like how you been or whatever. And then like literally, because you know I didn't talk to you in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, anything can happen that amount of time.
Yeah.
Like what? So like that's why I get what you're saying. That like in a relationship, since you're so close to that person, you want them to be able to see that from the jump. So then like you can catch it. It's like, yeah, that's understandable.
In relationships or talking to somebody, period, I ain't gonna lie. Even in the talking phase, I'll always be myself. Because either you like it or you don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm not about to sugarcoat shit.
I might as well just go to the next point. All right, so what are some negative traits that you think that like basically impact or like ruin a relationship you have with somebody? So like what are like red flags with that?
Oh,
what are the red flags basically? Like what are some like okay, yeah.
Not consistent.
Only wanting to go out to eat all the time.
Okay.
Not wanting to just come to my place. Not wanting to go to the zoo or go out in the world. Like
Always to make it like a center of attention about her. Because you a peep.
I'm big on that. I got a shorty right now, dead ass that
about her.
I feel like she don't understand why I don't want to be with her, and the reason I don't want to be with her is because she's self-centered. She care about materialistic stuff more than. Even though I'm a nigga that I got nice clothes, I wear the shoes and all that, but I don't care so much about it. Like I wouldn't die if that shit went tomorrow. Like you know, she cared more about the appearances and stuff like that. But one thing I think that ruin relationships in particular is competing and like looking at like internet relationships and shit like that and trying to compare.
That should
like,
be kind of
what's for somebody else is not us type thing. Like, you know,
it's kind of unattractive to me. I ain't gonna cut
for sure.
Why you worried about that? Worry about yourself.
But definitely like when we out to dinner and stuff like that. If you I like a shorty that'll tell me about herself, but if it's never no time for me to, you ask me about me, not necessarily me just volunteer info, but for you to actually ask me specific things.
That's what I'm saying.
Specific things.
Like, what do you want to know?
Not the basic stuff.
Because you don't ask nothing about me, it just don't show that you actually interested in me.
Women like that, they won't ask you how your day going, how you doing, you okay, you been alright, how work going, none of that.
They don't even ask you what's wrong.
None of that shit. What you even eat today? None of that shit.
None of that. That's what you're saying though, like,
But
I would say for the most part.
I got more points. No, fuck that. I got more points. What turned me off? Because what turned me off, if you're not consistent, like I said, and nothing, if you self-centered about what's going on with you, you never ask no stuff about me. It can be simple things is, you don't take care of yourself. if you don't keep up with yourself, that's kind of like
Oh
a
man,
turn off.
I got something
Yeah.
that's a
That's a
huge
turn off.
turn off.
That's a turn
Hygiene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take care of yourself.
Oh my god, bro.
That's a big thing to me. Like,
Hygiene,
that's a
bro.
big thing.
I ain't gonna hold you up.
I'm big on nails and feet.
Man.
I don't like men that don't wear cologne. Like, I just don't know. I feel like as an adult, like,
You should wear cologne.
you should wear cologne. Like,
I feel
wear
like cologne is
perfume.
an occasion thing.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
should
definitely
not- you should not
you
put
shouldn't.
cologne on to
You
go to
shouldn't go to.
Walmart.
You should not.
Just because you woke up in the morning, you go into the store. That's
You
not
should-
a situation. I
You
put
going to
cologne
Kroger's?
on.
I don't need to wear cologne.
I
I'm
don't.
about to go get a haircut.
And I'm probably gonna do some work after I come from the store. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going to Home
Okay.
Depot.
Okay. Well, we're gonna say. Okay, I get what you're talking about. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say okay, not like for that. But I'm saying like. If we're going out on a date or something like that, even if we're freaking going to the zoo, like how you said, we're going on a picnic or something,
I could see wearing cologne like 60% of your time.
Yeah.
we're put some cologne on, like.
I don't wear it every day, but it's
No, I'm
sometimes
saying when you're going out on a date.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I'm going out on a date,
Or like-
I'll
I wear
sure.
it often.
Or like if you
Yeah.
working in an environment where like you work in like a desk environment or whatever, office environment or whatever.
I
wear
feel like
cologne.
that's an
Like,
X.
No, it just
I
makes.
feel like that's just
That's just a
coconut
freshener
oil
and
and
X.
shea
Yeah,
butter.
that's just coconut oil and some X.
you know.
I don't feel like. If you had a job where it's a suit and tie,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like an office job, like where you have to look nice and presentable.
I thought
That's
you was
different.
more talking about more like cubicle job type
No.
thing.
Cause
Like,
you said an office job. That ain't nothing. I'm sitting down in the office
Yeah.
all day.
I guess, but
Even then, I don't know. I feel like as okay, and this is why. No, listen, hear me out. Why?
Is it because you just want them to smell good?
No, it's just because at the end of that, yeah, of course, because I want you to smell good. Like I feel like everyone should have like a scent too, but that's not the reason
you can
why.
smell good from your body
No,
wash and your
listen.
deodorant.
That's not the reason why. The reason why is because at the end of the day, as a woman, like how you just said, you want a woman to keep her hair and her nails done and stuff like that. I want a man that most men don't get manicures and get pedicures, so that's already like out the question. But I want to make sure like you at least keep your nails clean. I want to see that you actually keep up with yourself. Wearing cologne is like one of those things where like
Shit.
I wear perfume, like you know. So my thing is, if I'm wearing perfume, if I feel the need to wear perfume in this environment, 'cause I don't put on perfume all the time. I feel like you should, as a man, have cologne on. You know, like you should keep yourself up in a sense.
That's crazy.
So like,
I get it in a way, but
I get
at
it
the
in a
same
way.
time, but I'm not one
But
of
it
them
also
dudes.
depends on
keep
where I meet
myself-
you at.
Yeah, yeah. And
I'm just trying to say, it definitely depends on where I meet you at.
yeah.
But my thing is, even if we go out on a date,
That
after-
in particular,
But-
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like unless you're a man, you won't understand. Because men do stuff like we pop off and do stuff. Like I could be chilling, like right now. Like say it's like 4:00 in the afternoon. Well, obviously it's plenty sunlight left in the day, and I'm just chilling watching the game. Within an hour, I could be outside working on my breaks. All of a sudden, I could have been just dressed nice and shit like that, had cologne on and all that and shit like that. But now all of a sudden, I'm getting my hands dirty and shit like that.
No, what I'm saying
all of a sudden
is-
I'm going like.
this is I'm not talking. That's why I say it depends on. I said it depends on the
It's
environment.
just more
Yeah, that's what I said. So I'm saying if we're going on a date or something like that, like and no matter what the date is, if we're going out together, I would want you to have cologne.
That's
on.
for sure.
Yeah, that's why I say it don't have to be like a first encounter thing either, because I can meet you anywhere in public. But my thing is, depending on the environment, that's one of the things I'm looking for. Like, okay, do you smell nice? Do you have on cologne? Do you have like that particular, you know? So I mean,
I thought you said though in a relationship though.
No,
it's
I
a
said-
trait that could be a turn off in a relationship.
no, I didn't say technically in a relationship. I said just within
What's
any
church
phase.
says, turn on.
Remember,
within any phase.
we're talking about like literally talking from like the talking phase to like you just getting to know each other phase, the dating stage, and like the like we talking about different phases.
That hygiene.
Because at the end of the day, people gonna fall off regardless,
I
right?
feel-
Before they get into the
I
actual
feel like we
relationship.
gotta hammer that more though.
I mean, I feel like hygiene should be something you look at from day one.
Yeah.
We're talking about red flags. So I'm saying like once you're talking to somebody in that talking phase part of
right.
it, what are red flags that make you stop talking to that person or fall back from them more?
Oh, and
Yes.
then once you first get that number and shit, and then you talking for
Yeah,
a
y'all
little
been
bit.
talking for a little bit. Like you probably took them out
Right.
on multiple dates and stuff like that. Y'all probably went out a couple times, but it's like something you keep seeing. That's like, okay, this is just who you are. I'm good on you.
Probably the main thing, probably just intellect, like in conversation, like
Okay.
you know, you just a bimbo, like you know, like cause I ain't gonna lie to you,
Understandable.
like I feel like a lot of people, you know, don't expect niggas to want to talk about
different stuff.
But I am that type of nigga. You could talk to me about some shit that's going on in the world and shit like that. And you know, you could talk to me. You know, even like the Ukraine junk going on in the world. You know, we could talk about
politics and stuff.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
don't have to just talk about where I'm gonna take you, or I'm trying to see you,
or like
or I could say the typical, I can say what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was like, honestly, like, okay, yeah, that's one thing. Like, you gotta, like, you hold up a conversation. Now you see what I was saying. Now you see what I was saying when I was like, you gotta be able to
keep holding conversation. That shit is important.
That is important.
Communication is key. Honestly, to any type of relationship, situationship, anything, communication is key. Sure.
Think about it. Think about getting a relationship with somebody that you can't, like, you don't talk to, and then y'all move in with each other and something like that. Like,
should be boring as fuck.
Not even boring. I might.
But you being boring as fuck also too. Let's be real
No,
though. You gotta show some. Let's be real though. I'm gonna be 100.
No, there's no such
boring,
thing.
bro.
There's
Not
no
that
such
good.
thing.
Stop
as a
it,
boring
though. Stop
person.
it. In the talking stage was something that could
Like
turn me
red
off.
flags.
If I could see you with
We're looking at
somebody
red
that you
flags.
ain't ever gonna give it up or anything like that.
But we were just talking about that.
I'm just saying though. But
What
I'm
was
just
that?
saying though. It's a lot of dudes that don't talk to females past a couple weeks because it's like, bruh.
I mean, because you gotta see. That's why I said you gotta
got
see.
it yet.
You gotta see if you can basically have a conversation with them about anything. That's why I was just like, okay, and not even about anything. Like, I want to see, like, do you have interest?
How long do you have to wait before you can start having sex?
What does that have to do with the?
I'm just saying, no.
Guys, as you can see, we got off topic.
I mean,
Thank you guys for watching another video. Remember to follow me on Instagram at Mikael Janae. Also, you can follow, I don't know y'all Instagram handles, just
solo_the great, because I'm great.
really? Is that an Instagram name for real?
I think so.
Okay.
I told you I ain't big on all that shit, but I'm pretty sure.
Follow me at. Damn, I forgot my shit. I ain't okay. I think it's face with 3 E's _95. Hey, it is that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video.
Yeah.
As always, comment below. Y'all can literally talk shit about how we literally got off topic like 6 different times.
6,
At
7
this
different
point,
times.
I be trying to tell y'all.
It was too many times.
I be like, really, I can really
It
talk
was
about
the-
different type of stuff.
It's the do
It
say.
was a do say.
But I kept trying to like put us back on topic, but anyway,
I blame it on do say.
like this video and then subscribe to my channel and share. Thank you.
Yeah.
Peace.
I'll keep you